Welcome everybody to Terminal 234. It's Faye on the mic with...
Delacqua. What's going on, Faye?
Not much. How was your week?
My week is good. You know. Glad that the weekend is here. Sad that it's about to be over.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
Exactly. So it's our quick hit session. What's going on? What's new? What are we hitting?
We could start light.
Okay.
You know, with all this top 50 talk that's been going around town.
Yeah. I saw that. What do you think about them?
I've been highly entertained, to say the least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, because I guess the precipice for it was top 50 rappers, right? And then it just then evolved into top 50 a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Did you have a list that you particularly agreed with, or?
I only looked at the top 50 rapper list. I know there's other lists, but that's the only one that I kind of cared about, and then I was kind of over it. The first list was funny, right? Because they had like Joe Budden as like number 3, and of course everyone was like
uproar.
Yeah, it was good, but obviously they were doing it like for a little bit of attention and to be kind of funny. Well, I think.
Do you think he deserved it? No,
to be
right?
number 3?
Like, no, right? Obviously.
No.
Yeah. But he was trying to defend it on his podcast.
He was, yeah. But I think that he was kind of doing like a little bit tongue-in-cheek.
Facetiously.
Right? Yeah. But I do think he probably is top 50 rappers. Like, I actually really like Joe Budden, like, music. I'm not
he's top 50?
Well, so this is the thing.
Actually, maybe. I don't know.
To do a top 50 is kind of really hard for me because I'm like, I don't listen to anything.
I was just going to say, I'm not educated enough.
The late 90s. And I'm being generous to myself. Yeah. So I can't really comment on music before that.
I can agree with you.
So to make a top 50 is kind of hard because I don't know how.
Like, I genuinely don't know where Bun B is supposed to be. I know he's awesome and like revered, but I'm like, I don't know where the hell he's supposed to be. Yeah,
I think we always have that too. There's always legends that make it through that we know of. We know they're legendary. We know they were really popping, but then we didn't live through it, so we don't.
But like even some that we lived through, kind of. Like, for instance, for me, Jadakiss, like, I know, like, hits, if you will, but I don't know enough of his discography to, I feel like, give him a correct assessment. Okay. I feel like if somebody wanted me to make a list and, like, be very knowledgeable on it, it would have to be, like, early 2000s and up. Like, if you want to trust my list.
Yeah.
If you're not going to trust my list, you can't. Or if you want to trust my list, you can't add anything before the early 2000s. I
mean, it's just... then a lot of people will act like they know all the music, but they don't know.
Like, if you're honest with yourself, yeah.
You don't know.
Because I feel like even those that, like, take it very seriously and think super highly of themselves, like, a lot of it, too, they didn't necessarily live through. They were just kind of schooled on. And I feel like a lot of time there's bias there because, like, of course, they were already introduced to those that were cherry picked and considered to be classic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
no, definitely.
There's, I don't know, but I was entertained, to say the least, and I did chuckle at Joe Budden being number 3, especially because I actually like listened to him, and so like listened to his podcast. That is not his music per se.
Okay, you've never listened to his music?
I have actually, but I don't listen to it. Like, it's not in my current rotation or regular rotation. So, like, because I listen to him, like, his podcast, and I know his, like, sensibilities, and I just find him funny and, like, quirky, I was like, he's just gonna run with this. He's gonna love this and eat it up. So I found it very entertaining that whole week or whatever that was happening.
No, it was very interesting. And I think that we kind of talked about before this, we need to make our own top list of something. Maybe not top 50. Yeah.
What do you think you would make a top 50 on and feel confident in? Like, listen, hear he, I am the master of this.
And if I want to make a top 50, 50 is a lot.
It is.
So for 50, I would have to think like maybe soccer players, basketball players. I could do that. But of course, it still has the same thing of like, I still don't know. I can't tell you about the age.
I feel like recency bias is just going to happen.
Exactly. But I've read enough. I've heard enough that I could...
Probably. Like you think you would know where, like, Jerry West should go? Or Larry Bird? Or...
Not top 5, yeah.
You would know. Kind of like, you know how, again, speaking about Joe Budden's podcast, you know how they can be like, definitely my top 20 or my top 40, whatever. You could probably do that with a lot of these.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I could do that.
Honestly, like, maybe not top 50, but I can do, like, top 20 fast food joints straight up.
Top 20?
Yeah. I could give you a good list.
Who's number 1?
Curate it. Oh, but come on, you can't put me on the spot like that. I'm saying after I have time to curate my list and all that. Okay. But definitely, unfortunately, yes, recency bias is going to come into play. But like the likes of Chick-fil-A would have to be in top 5. Although like it isn't classic, it has to be top 5 just because of, you know, its relevance in pop culture today.
I understand what you're saying.
But Mickey D's is definitely probably number 1.
I could come up with. Yeah.
But because you have to come up with different criteria. Because you have to think about like the food, the relevance, like it's appeal to the masses, blah, blah, blah. You have to come up with all of that. The reason Chick-fil-A is top 5, I don't know that it's number 1, but it's top 5 is because like off the sheer fact that, for instance, it's like chicken based. So I don't know if you know this, but most people don't necessarily want to eat beef on the reg. Just because it isn't like health conscious. So I'm saying no, but I'm saying chicken appeals to everybody. Like for instance, to somebody who's like, I don't eat red meat. Someone who's like, I don't eat red meat will probably choose Chick-fil-A over like a Burger King.
Well, no, we're gonna have this argument like on a different day because we're gonna like actually think about this. Yeah. I just have a couple questions.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. Chipotle. On your list, which is higher? Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Because, listen. Because Chipotle, after it had its whole E. coli scare, has taken a massive dip. Like, after the Chipotle is my life craze, that lasted for a year or 2. Ever since then, people have definitely, like, wheeled it back. Like, I don't hear about Chipotle as much as I did, like, in my college days. Chick-fil-A, the craze is still alive.
All right, we're just gonna agree to disagree on that.
Come on, people like have the Chick-fil-A app. People don't have a Chipotle app like that. People have the Chick-fil-A app. I will say if you put 10 strangers down here, I will say more people. Like let's say 10 strangers who have fast food apps. We're gonna say that. I would say more of those people have Chick-fil-A than Chipotle.
I can't argue with you because I don't know who uses apps. I don't use any of those apps, but I know people have people use the Chipotle app because if you go to Chipotle, they have a rack of food and it's just waiting for you to just pick it up.
Yeah, well, Chick-fil-A, you have curbside. You can order and go pick up. You have, like, you get the points. You can get points. There's a reward system. I don't know I think Chipotle just started their reward system. Chick-fil-A has been on that shit. You got free fries, you got milkshakes. Who cares about the reward They had a calendar. What do you mean, who cares?
Are they open on Sunday?
That's a very big clock. Okay, actually, that might shift it below top 5. You actually just got me, but that doesn't mean Chipotle is on top 5. I actually think Chipotle might not crack probably crack top 10, but it's definitely not as high as Chipotle. But Mickey D's is probably number 1 just because of its dominance globally.
Of course.
Yeah. But food-wise, it would take some notches, but not enough that it would take it down from number 1.
We can have a real, conversation about this and make criteria and all that. I'm down to do that because I like fast food.
Right. I think we can do that. See, I think I could definitely be understood and agreed with my top 20 fast food joints.
Definitely not, but we'll do it anyway. Okay. And we'll make everyone
and we'll make them vote and all of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Next.
Have you listened to any new music?
I have actually been listening to a good amount of new music. Young Thug just released an album that's pretty good.
What's it called?
I haven't listened to enough of it. Oh, so much fun, I think. It's it's the one that's executively produced by J. Cole.
Okay.
Because they had a tour together. I don't know if you know that.
I know that they had a song together.
Young Thug opened up for J. Cole on a tour, and they have London together.
Okay.
It's banger. But yeah, it's pretty great album. I need to listen before I can give
Are you a Young Thug fan?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's so underrated. He's so talented. He's like. I hate that I'm about to use this word, but he's like a genius.
Okay, he's not. So we can just keep moving from there.
Then I say people like Travis Scott are geniuses. So.
Yeah, he's not
musically,
either, but again, we'll keep
musically
moving.
elevated.
Right.
Okay,
these people you're mentioning are not
maybe not genius, but elevated. Like near.
They deserve respect.
Like they're like artistically like beyond. I'm just gonna leave it at beyond.
They're not beyond. Period. Maybe they're far, but they're not beyond.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of other people, someone else that's not beyond. Wow, I don't want to intro him like that. But Jadena has some new music.
Yeah, not beyond.
I think he's getting ready to release an album. I'm assuming because he's released like
several
3 or 4 songs. There's a song called Susu. It's okay. Sufi Woman, I think. Yeah. There's Tribe. Tribe is okay. I actually like Tribe. Tribe could be.
He's definitely leaning into his Africanness.
He is. He has a song with Mr. Easy, which I can't remember now. I probably already mentioned the song. I just don't know which one it is.
Quick question: do you think Jidenna has like fallen off? If we're being honest.
I don't think fallen off is the right word, but I think that he had a moment, and I think that it kind of passed a little bit.
I feel like he didn't capitalize enough on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that, but I think it was probably a bit of a surprise. Like, I don't know if he was prepared for Classic Man, because it was Classic Man.
I don't think he had like. Did he have like a big recording label behind him at the time? I know he was tied to Janelle Monáe, but that was about it.
Yeah,
I don't think he had like a full machine behind him, like a Cardi B did when she had Kodak.
I'm unsure. Yeah, I don't think he did, because even if he did, I would say it didn't feel planned.
Yeah, I feel it was very organic. Yeah.
Also, if you think of the kind of song, like it wasn't like there was nothing like it on the radio
at the time. You're right.
You would have no. Let me not say no, but you wouldn't.
Just
it would be a bet.
No inclination really that it was gonna be what it became.
Exactly. So I think that he wasn't expecting it, and then that's what they always say, especially like with music and stuff. Like you always try for the one, but you need to be prepared like with the second and the third. Yeah. So like once you get that one, you need something that's coming like right after. Otherwise. Like, someone that's captivating his moment right now, Burna Boy, right? Like, he had the one song that kind of blew up randomly, Yay. Which, look, funny enough...
I knew about him before that, though.
Of course.
He already was bubbling. Like, I don't feel like Jidenna was really bubbling anywhere. Like, Classic Man came anyway.
His was random.
Yeah.
But Burna Boy, like, he had Yay, which became a really big hit. Though I think it still managed to be within... I don't think it became a big hit in America itself, but around the world, it became a big hit.
I agree, yeah.
Everywhere but America, it seems like to me.
I mean, speaking of top 50, Burna Boy is definitely top 50 status. Probably much higher, but in terms of Afro beats artists.
At the moment, all time?
All time. You don't think he's top 50 all time?
No. I think he would be top 50 all time.
Okay.
I think that... You just have to be careful, because sometimes, like, in the moment, you know, you get... Like,
I know, but I don't... I'm not speaking... No. Like, I'm not speaking from just Ye. You know what I mean? This is like...
He's definitely...
a couple of years removed from Ye.
Yeah, no. He should definitely be top 50. But yeah, he has... His album is doing really well. He's everywhere. Yeah, he was on... What's Trevor Noah's show? The Daily? No.
Jon Stewart's old... What was it called?
Whatever his show's called.
Shit. The Daily Show, actually. I think you were right. But
I think it is The Daily.
The Daily's the New York Times. But yes, The Daily Show.
So yeah,
you have to add the show.
He was on The Daily, did a little interview with Trevor Noah. It was actually really good. Yeah. It was engaging. And like everything a Burna Boy interview is usually
not.
Yeah. So literally like one of my friends tagged me like, oh my god, you have to see this. Like Burna Boy actually like did well in an interview.
I also think that's a testament to Trevor Noah. I've like heard about him and like his ability to just pull greatness out of people, and I think he also does the thing where he like walks into dressing rooms and stuff beforehand, and like talk.
Going to that, I didn't really think about all that, but that makes sense because my friend was like, they must have practiced. This. He was like, they practiced.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but with all those late night shows that you're all accustomed to, they always practice. Meaning, like, there's pre-screened questions and answers before they ever get on stage, so it's never like organic.
It makes sense.
So yeah,
because they're trying to be funny as well. So it's like everyone's not a comedian. You can't just do it off the cuff.
So I think that definitely played well into Burna Boy. It wasn't like a completely live.
Or maybe not all, but he needs to do a lot more stuff like that. Like because he had like you could tell he had a prepared answer. Like he asked him a question about Afrofusion. He made a joke about pizza and like.
Okay, stuff like that. You were already prepared the person for it,
and like he was on it. And then other hypothesis we had was that maybe he just wasn't high. Like wasn't
maybe
high. Like he wasn't high.
But I feel like if there's a time to be high, it would be on a late night show and not on like Breakfast Club, which is like a 5 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly. Maybe he had to be high because it was so early, or he was still high from the
maybe. So, yeah. That's another hypothesis.
It was a good look for him for sure. He performed on there as well.
Which song?
I don't know. I didn't see his performance.
Okay.
I got some analysis of his performance by someone that doesn't listen to him, so I'm not gonna take it to the bank. He was like, he wasn't. She basically was like, she didn't think it was his best performance, but she's like literally never seen it perform. So I was like, like we're just gonna,
yeah,
because Burna Boy's a good performer. So, but if he wasn't high, was he good? Anyway, we don't know. But speaking of this kind of random, talk about Trevor Noah. Did you read his book?
I actually haven't, but my friend Marion, who's been on the show before, like speaks so highly of it.
I just finished it.
She tried to make me listen to it.
You have to
multiple
listen
times.
to it.
Yeah, because he voices his own audiobook, so that adds to it. I hear that his story is epic. I've listened to multiple interviews with him, so I know a lot about his story, like growing up in South Africa and stuff. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's funny enough. I feel like I've
seen
him and stuff, but I don't know anything about him before the book. And with the book, like, it makes sense that he would be able to connect with random different people because
he's gone all over the world and
the book doesn't even go into that. The book literally it's really just his childhood. Like it's really just like his origin. So like he talks about his father, but not even his father so much. His mother, his family unit that he grew up in, and growing up through
the apartheid and all
and just
that.
what South Africa was like. So it's a really good book.
What made you listen to it or?
Well, I've tried to listen to books, right? Because I don't have time to sit down and read because I'm lazy and blah, blah, blah. So I try to listen to books.
Yeah.
And I wanted to listen to books that, like, have some kind of tie to Africa just because I thought it would be interesting and all that. So I listened to a book a couple months ago called Homegoing.
Yeah, you told me about that,
right? Then I wanted another book. And Trevor Noah's book was there, and I heard a lot about it.
Like recommended type
thing.
It's
like the top of all those lists that they make. So I was like, but I was like, white people like be liking something that's like African, but then it might not be nothing interesting.
Is this on Audible?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice.
That's how I listen.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So I was like, let me try it out.
I mean,
it was really good.
Sure it's on Audible. It has to be on Audible.
Yeah. So it's really good. It's really good. Definitely worth the listen. What else is new? What else? Tekno.
This kind of bleeds into what we're gonna talk about in a little bit, but his whole drama. How about you give us some backstory?
Yeah, so Tekno is a Nigerian artist. Everyone probably knows Tekno. He's pretty big artist.
Top 50
all time. I want to say no.
Yeah, I agree.
But
but who knows? Do you think you can name 50 more?
You would have to sit down and think about it.
Yeah, you have to think about it. But anyway, moving on.
But yeah, Tekno basically has a new song with Zlatan. It's called Agege. And the video for the song, he decided he was going to have strippers in a truck. The truck is like transparent. It's a trailer or whatever. It's transparent so you can see it on the side of the road or whatever. And yeah, he just has strippers dancing and nothing major except for the fact that they're strippers. And the video was shot in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Lekki. It was shot at night, like midnight. It was dark outside. But people obviously saw the truck and saw what was going on. Like, Tekno shooting a video, and he got in trouble with the police. He got arrested actually, for indecency or something like that.
Have you seen the video?
I saw like the first 30 seconds of it. It's nothing egregious.
Is it like full nudity?
No, it's not full nudity.
They're in their underwear, I assume. Or something. Okay.
Yeah. They're like we say they're in their underwear. Okay. So it's not full nudity.
Okay.
We don't know what else was done during the shooting of the video.
Okay.
But I'm going to assume that it's not full nudity. Okay. They're just, they're strippers. Right. But they're not naked. Naked. They are still kind of outside.
Yeah.
But either way, there's a law in Lagos that you can't just be doing whatever you feel like. Like, you have to be decent human beings, I guess. And so he's been arrested for it. He was released on bail because apparently he has health conditions that won't let him be, like, arrested or whatever. So yeah, we'll talk more about that.